From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, Colt 66.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Caught by Sanu. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wait, that line 20.
54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mike 28.
Mike 54. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
53, Linda. Regular.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Sanu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. First down, here's White. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Regular. Alpha.
Brady going to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Play set. Wide, 80.
Bye. I got you.
Sugar.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
They will run with Grant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Quarter.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Edelman set to return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady will get this one out to Rex Burkhead. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's White. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Let's get it.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go.
50.
On first down, Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16, Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Like 80. Hey. Check 16.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Hey, Charlie.
98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Both bandit. Right to the end.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by the tight end, Watson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is
is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw again. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Goal 50.
To throw is Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. On 1st down, Grant. And he cuts it right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Grant, a his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That throw by Brady, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Brady goes underneath here to White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Five.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, dude.
Check tight. Mike's 50. Bring it.
72.
Shotgun now for Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to float this one. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 56 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush, and it'll be a second and long.
At the 17-yard line.
Wait, 20.
Mike 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Rip.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
But the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Here's Grant. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second and inches, Roethlisberger. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Big stop, let's go.
49, check 49, check 49.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw again on second down. Brady caught by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, back it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 69 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
72. Hey, high 7. Sugar.
Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hey, Haywood. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Check back.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 16.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Alert! Hey, orbit!
98 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Switzer.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was playing college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner.